proof. It was the perfect crime. But for Miami detectives Marcus Burnett and Mike Lowry,
Buenos días, mi amor.
it was the ultimate nightmare.
This was our career bust, which is what, $100 million?
Just do what you do, only faster.
Let's try to do this right. No gunshots, no dead bodies. Well, you know, if I recall correctly, the last couple dead bad guys belong to you. Please, you ain't even trying to compare body counts. Should I keep going all day? I'm out.
Now, this case
We got 72 hours before the FBI and the DEA walk in here and shut us down.
You know, you drive almost slow enough to drive Miss Daisy.
this murder, and this witness.
You ain't with the bad guys now. You with the cops.
This is your getaway car? What is this, a family station wagon? Oh my God, you got a baby seat in the back.
Are going to put them
Look at you. Look at you. Can you stay focused? What are you talking about? I'm focused. Yeah, focused on all this scattered ass around here.
to the ultimate test. Columbia Pictures presents
Don't be alarmed, we're Negroes.
Oh, man. No, that's too much bass in your voice. That scare white folks.
Martin Lawrence,
We were wondering if we can borrow some brown sugar.
Will Smith,
You see, you something wrong with you. What's up?
the law will be served. Justice will be done.
You forgot your boarding pass.
And boys will be boys. Bad boys. What you gonna do?
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
And welcome everyone to Bullets
Bourbon,
and Karate. And this week's episode is
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys. What you gonna do? What
What
you gonna do
when they come for
come
you?
for you?
Sucking my
Sucking
feet
that
out,
sip, no bass. Police
now giving no
giving
hit.
no break.
No soldier, man, not giving no break.
Do you know that's the lyrics
Not
to that
even-
song?
yeah, because my dad watched Cops relentlessly as a young boy, so that song is
Now,
ever ingrained in my head, and TV
you might
dinners
be-
and Salem cigarettes.
I think you're the only person I've ever met who knows those lyrics.
I don't think we were 100% on key, but who cares? Because
Who cares?
Because this is a big one. This is a huge one.
It is. I understand it's not our first big blockbuster, but is it our first big summer blockbuster?
Besides Under Siege, I would think.
I think, but this surpasses Under Siege.
Oh, well, yeah, but I mean,
Financially-
when you're talking about, I guess Under Siege was only 3 years before this, so yeah.
Yeah. I think this is our first big, like, tent pole. I mean, they banked a lot of money on this, but accordingly to Michael Bay, it was never enough money. But
Right.
what they invested and what they got out of this and what this movie spawned was just magic.
You only catch lightning in a bottle maybe 16 times in your life, Adam.
16.
Yeah.
And I've gone through all 16 already.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I have the bottle, but I maybe have gotten 2 lightning bolts in there,
Man,
maybe.
the end of your life is going to be insane.
I think it is. I think the last 40 years of my life, God willing, that, it's all
God
going to
willing,
happen
the creek
once.
don't rise.
There it is, yeah.
I'm Adam Archer.
I'm Mark Hall.
And, of course, we are Bullets, Bourbon, and Karate. We try to bring you a action movie podcast every week, and we usually bring you action movies that we have some type of special connection to or are just very fond of. And this movie just happens to be both, because this movie is Bad Boys. Because this movie is legendary in the Archer household. But before we get too much into that and into your backstory with it, we're on social media, BB Karate Podcast, on Twitter and Instagram, and we are on Gmail. That's sweet social media Gmail.
It's an internet email. It's an internet email.
Yeah, internet email.
Yep.
bbkaratepodcast@gmail.com. That's how I prefer you talk to us. But hey, if you talk to us, and we'll reach back out. And where else can they find us, Marcus?
You can find us on Facebook at Bullets, Bourbon, and Karate very easily. Just go to the search box up in the upper left-hand corner, and you can type those 3 words into the search box, finding us immediately. And from there, you can follow us. But what would be even sweeter is this. If you give us some time, just a quick few seconds, go on Apple Podcasts, go anywhere that you can rate us, but especially on Apple, and just maybe put in five stars. That's all we need, 4 or 5. Oh. You got some time, do that. Leave a 1-word comment. Leave a 2-word comment if you're feeling free.
As quick as Steven Seagal can break a man's bone through his arm.
Or hit on another woman on set. Then, yes.
Or hit on a 16-year-old. Yeah. You can leave us 5 stars, and it helps the cause. It helps get our podcast out there, because we love these movies, and we believe you do too. And if not, maybe you just like us, and we appreciate either one. And we are Bullets, Bourbon, and Karate, and this week we paired our Miami-based action saga, Bad Boys. We paired it with a very Miami-ish drink. Did we not, Marcus?
I think we did. You nailed it right on the head when you told me about it. The old classic, the mojito. The mojito.
A little bit of white rum, a little bit of lime, and some mint. And, put yourself some club soda, maybe some sugar if you're feeling yourself, and you are good to go. Actually, sugar's a pretty big ingredient. If you don't put it in, it just sort of is like a rum and soda. But, it's not bad, but the sugar helps. And I was going to get a canned one of these, like Big Man Marcus got. Marcus, how's your can?
You see this? It's a Began's 1806 is the name of it. They have a number of different flavors. While I was at Benny's, I saw some different ones that they have. But mojito was the one I was looking for. I found it 12.5% alcohol by volume, and this is a little guy. This is smaller than a Red Bull can. But yeah, we're gonna see how fast I can chug this guy down. And but yeah, I'm excited to try the canned mojito. But Adam is making all fresh ingredients, all vegan byproducts.
All vegan byproducts of the alcohol cows.
Yeah.
I went to my favorite liquor store because they give my dog treats every time we go in. And this has spoiled my dog to where now every time we go into any store, she thinks there's treats. So when we go up to a counter or when we walk by a counter, she's like, let's go back.
Yeah, let's go.
I didn't get my treat yet. And so thank you to Ryan's Liquor, or Ryan's, however I pronounce it. I never say the name, I just go in. And they're super nice. They have a great selection, but they didn't have any canned mojitos, which I thought I guess I was spoiled because the way canned beverages are going, I thought that would be just a thing that everyone had, but they didn't. So I bought myself a little mojito kit, and I did pretty well for my first one. Not going to lie, I feel like I'm on the beach in Miami, just a white suit jacket, a deep V-neck on under it.
Is it 1995? Where you're
it's
at
1995.
Right now? Yeah.
It's 1995. I got my $500,000 Porsche, and I'm good to go.
Yeah, you got a big night at Club Hell coming up. And
I do have, Club Hell. It sounds like that whole scene felt like it should have been in The Crow.
It did, didn't it? Yeah, like what? Yeah, I mean, what government body in Miami allowed that club to open? Like, there is so much going on in that club, man.
I mean, how do you get the license when they're like, what's going to be the name of your club? And you're like, Club Hell? And they're like, oh, well, that's what we need in Miami.
Yeah.
Bad Boys, 1995. What are your memories with Bad Boys, Marcus?
I remember going to see this in theaters.
Wow.
with one of my old friends, and we don't talk anymore, so that's why I say old. We haven't talked in a very long time. He's back in Odessa still, but a guy named Jim Bob, and no lie, we grew up playing baseball together, stuff like that, and thick as thieves.
Yeah.
And,
was he part of the Too Short crew?
No, he wasn't. He was not part of the two. He went to a different. He went to a different school. But yeah, I remember us going to see Bad Boys. It was opening weekend. I don't know if it was opening night, but we did go see him, and it was mind blowing to us. We were there just by ourselves. No, this is a guys only kind of thing.
Yeah,
we knew we were going to see action, gunfire, and we just wanted to soak it all in. We didn't want the
distraction.
The distraction, yeah, of junior high females there along with us, and it was intense. When we came out of there, I think that my initial reaction was I think that was the first time maybe actually that I had thought or said something to somebody else is like, I wonder when that's going to come out to rent. When can I rent that?
Oh, that's a big feeling, yeah.
Yeah. And I was just so excited to see that movie again. Luckily in Odessa, it was only, at that time, it was only like $4 or $5 to go see a movie. But I just remember distinctively walking out and being like, I can't wait till Blockbuster or Hollywood Video has that. Because I will be the first in line for it. What about you?
Did you rent it when it came out? Do you remember?
Yeah, I did. Too bad we wasted our video that we stole on Desperado. I mean, not saying that that's a bad one to have, but I much rather would have had the Bad Boys Blockbuster cassette in my library than Desperado.
I think that's fair. I wouldn't have seen this in theaters. I don't think I would have. I don't have a memory of seeing it in theaters. I do have a memory of owning or renting the VHS, and I have a memory of buying the DVD as one of my early DVD purchases. My big thing with this movie is I loved both of their shows. I was a big Martin fan, and I was a big Fresh Prince fan. Maybe Martin more, but loved them both. So this was such a fun side to see of both of these guys. And now here's an embarrassing story about me. I was a chubby lad.
Deuce and a half?
No, not that chubby. I was still, but I was plump. And this movie would have come out. I'm guessing this movie came out April 7th of 95, theatrical release. That means the video release may have been late 95, early 96.
I think early 96, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't look that up, but so I would have been 13, prime of my life, getting ready to start high school. When this
coming into manhood.
Came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I remember thinking how cool Will Smith looked when he runs around that corner in slow motion with his shirt flapping in the breeze.
Yeah.
My gosh. In my head I was like, that's manhood, that's what I want to be, that's
me.
Manhood. So I often would, I don't think I would play, I was too old, I think I was too old to like, I'm going to play Bad Boys with my friends.
Yeah.
But I know I would take the time to run around the property of my house and like come around the corner of my house and try to like run with the shirt flapping with my 12, 13-year-old boobies flapping in the wind. I would play Bad Boys, but it would be like by myself.
That's the sweetest image that I can think of. That is just you with all this hope turning like there's so many narratives there. You just you're coming into your body. You're a little. This confidence is not all there that you have now. It's not all there yet, but you're turning that corner. Shirt's open. You're turning that corner before the gut does, and it's just coming along with you. But you know that you can see that straight away into your life and what you've amassed now, and the wealth and fortune and fame that you have.
That's right. Yeah. And I was breathing hard. Yeah. I'd have to do it all to be just like Will Smith and run as fast as Will Smith did. I don't know if I was too old to do that, if that's a thing, but man,